Welcome to lesson 4.8. We're going to look at using your Google Drawings inside of Google Docs. So in the previous lesson, had a big sort of conglomeration of a lot of different ways you can use Google Drawings. Once you make your Google Drawing, you can insert it into Google Docs, or you can actually build a Google Drawing from inside of Google Docs. So we're going to look at those options for you. So I've got that thinking scaffold that we pulled up earlier. Just some information, got some tables, looked at some of those in previous lessons as well. So if I want to have an image that's inserted right here, kind of above my title or above my heading, I've got my cursor there right now. I can go to Insert, and I can go to Drawing. And I have two options. One is New, where I'm going to create a brand new Google Drawing, and this is actually a window inside of Google Docs. Or if you've already created your Google Drawing outside in Google Drawings, you could go to From Drive, go select it if it's already made, and insert it in. You could also do an image here if you've got it saved as an image from Google Drawings, and you could then upload it from your computer or from your drive as well. But we're going to talk about sort of starting from scratch. So I'm going to go New right here. And it's actually going to open up a little Google Drawings pane inside of Google Docs. Now, this is not the full screen like it would be if you went and you navigated to Google Drawings like in a separate tab on its own, but it's the same kind of idea. One of the options then, you can insert, let's say I want to put in that, since it's kind of a reflective thinking scaffold, let's say I want to put a picture of somebody who's like thinking, trying to ponder about the image. So if I go to Image, I can upload it if I've got one saved. Say I find it in, I've got one saved from Google Web Search, lots of options. I can also, very much like the Explorer tool, I can search over here, and it's going to do a Google search. And so let's say I just search for thinking. Okay, and we've got anything that's there, right? There's a lot of images here. Let's say I switch this over to a photo. There we go. So I want to get an actual photo of someone thinking. These are all, when it's inside of this, very much like the Explorer tool, these are all part of the Creative Commons. So they're free, and they can be shared outside of our school building with no licensing issues or requirements at all. So anything that you find inside of this search, you can go ahead and use, no worries about it. So let's say I want to use this person here. We'll select that, and it's going to go ahead and insert that on a canvas there. We'll go ahead and kind of make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Also, notice I've got this, transparent background. So around this, we'll have that coloring. If I want to, let's say, do some thought bubbles, I can come in here in Shapes. There's different options, but one of them is Callouts, and there's different choices here. And here's my kind of thought cloud. Do that, and then we'll make a thought cloud here with this and put it there. Okay. So right now you'll notice that on my thought cloud, kind of the thinking bubbles are down here on the shoulder. You can actually see this little yellow dot. You can actually kind of swing these around and move where it comes from. So it looks like maybe that they're thinking. Some other options there, I could recolor it. Right now it's kind of that light blue. Let's say I wanted it to be kind of more of a green color. So I could recolor those call outs as well. And then the cool thing about drawings, if I right click, I can edit text, and every one of these drawings automatically has like a text box inside of it too. And so I can type right over the top of any shape, anything that comes out of this shapes menu here that I want to. I wonder if I have time to get it done. Okay, so we've got that there. Also, you can use, if you're somebody who uses like Bitmojis, you can actually insert Bitmojis inside of this as well. And so, like if you use the Bitmoji extension for Chrome, I could do this here, and I could do, we'll just search for, right? And so I can actually drag and drop, or you saw that the menu there said, oops, there you go. Move to my guy. Okay. So if you're somebody who uses Bitmojis, you can actually use your Bitmoji inside of Google Drawings as well. or you saw you could right click and then paste it in here as well. So anyway, it's just kind of a cool feature. If you have more questions about the Bitmoji and how to create that, be more than happy to help you kind of set that up if you want to. And then when you're done, we're going to hit save and close. And when you do that, it takes all those images and it flattens them into one. So it's not editable out here. You can't drag it around. It's got to be set in that little Google Drawings panel when you're done. So it comes in here, and then if I want to, I can resize it as well. But so that's using Google Drawings inside of Google Docs. You can also create your drawing outside in an independent tab for Google Drawings and bring it in if you want to use it that way. Thanks.